So big announcement in the United States women's national soccer team. Carli Lloyd, one of the star American soccer players, just announced her retirement, at least from international soccer. We'll see if she decides to play any more domestic MLS type of stuff. And for me, it's interesting because this was kind of a little bit of a shock, even though she's 39. So it shows you just how productive she's been for 2 decades now. And for me, what's special, 2 World Cup titles, a pair of Olympic gold medals, and obviously she's known for that performance in 2015 in the World Cup, a hat trick against Japan, scored all 3 goals in the first 16 minutes to lead them to a 5-2 rout of Japan to actually redeem themselves and exact some revenge for losing to Japan in 2011. Then obviously in 2008, she scored the game-winning goal at the 2008 Olympics. And in 2012, she scored both goals in the 2-1 win over Japan. And I just think that for Carli Lloyd, she's just been such a staple of not only the United States women's national team, but is kind of the one remaining relic from the Abby Wambach and Julie Foudy days, and has kind of bridged the gap from then to now with the Megan Rapinos and Alex Morgan group. She's kind of the one linchpin that has held this thing together. And I just think, right now, listen, she ranks second in the world for the most ever international appearances with 315. She scored 134 goals with the U.S., which is the 3rd most in the history of the women's team. And she has scored 10 goals at the Olympics, which is the most by any United States women's soccer player. And when I think about who are the greatest American women's soccer players of all time, obviously Mia Hamm, Abby Wambach, Julie Foudy, and there's so many of these players: Michelle Akers, Christy Rampone, Christine Lilly. And after that, you kind of transition to the next set of women, which includes kind of the Carli Lloyds and the Megan Rapinos and the Hope Solos and the Alex Morgans. But Carli Lloyd, I think, is in there. I really think that she's in there as one of the greatest women's soccer players of all time. And the fact that she has sustained that level of success for so long, to be a part of so many World Cup teams and Olympic teams, it speaks to the greatness and the longevity of her career. And so I was just, it almost kind of took me by surprise yesterday, because we're living in an age where we're just seeing athletes defy physics and age is just a number. And a lot of these athletes are playing into their late 30s. Obviously, Tom Brady's an exception, but everyone else still playing into their late 30s across the board, across any major sport. So big congratulations to Carli Lloyd on a tremendous international career with the United States women's national soccer team. If it is just, in fact, her retirement altogether from soccer, a tremendous achievement, and just a big shout out to her, because she's been, again, such a staple of this United States women's national team for so many years.